Oh. Did you know that if you put all the shipping containers together in one straight line, it will go halfway around the world? Neither did I. Pumped?
Pumped, yeah.
Yeah? Sweet. Yo, what's going on, guys? Blake Coleman here, down here at Sets on the Beach with probably one of my favorite DJs. I've been following you for like a long time. I'm gonna get like a kind of like a schoolgirl crazy a little bit, so I'll try and calm it down though. But anyway, tell the crew who you are, where you're from, etc.
Speak to the camera.
Speak to the camera.
Matt from Yolanda Be Cool, from Sydney, live in Bondi. Here for Sets on the Beach, in Perth on the beach, and very excited to be playing in a couple of hours.
Yes. Can't wait to see you on stage, eh?
Yeah, looking forward to it.
I've never actually seen you live, but I followed so much of your stuff, so.
Okay.
Awesome. First of all, I have to go back. Favorite track of mine, Change.
Oh yeah?
When that came out, I used to like dabble in some like hip hop DJing and stuff, and when that came out, like I used to always try and throw it in every set, man.
Oh, sick.
It was so cool. Where did that come from? Because that's when I first came along, when I first sort of like heard you, and that's when
yeah,
fucking sick.
No, that was on our album, and that was like with these two girls from LA called Nola Darling, who I thought were going to be massive, but then I think they just stopped doing music. I don't know what happened to them, but they were sick rappers.
Yeah.
And we were sort of writing our album very inspired by like Basement Jaxx and Groove Armada, and we kind of had a bit of a Basement Jaxxy reference for that track, you know, like real, you know, the jump up and shout kind of vibe. So yeah, that was the vibe.
That's mad, man. It's yeah, I didn't actually know you guys were Australian. Because when you guys were playing, and then the girls are like from LA, you know, rapping, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait till these guys start touring Australia. And then I find out you guys are from like over east, so I'm like, shit. So, alright, so our whole show is sort of about helping people understand, kind of from like start, during, and finish, like in success and business and like lifestyle and that sort of thing. So, I mean, you are doing really well right now. So, how did you start, and what sort of got your passion into doing what you do?
I had a very like organic, slow build into what I'm doing. I guess like I think I started DJing when I was like 20 because a mate had a New Year's Eve party, and the mate who DJ'd left the decks there, and the next day I literally just DJ'd from like whenever I woke up till like I couldn't stand, like till I was like falling asleep DJing. I probably just had no idea what I was doing, but did it for like 12 hours straight and just fell in love with it then. Yeah. And then I was like, I've got to get turntables, so I got like the shitty belt-driven ones, which are like so hard to mix with. And then I eventually realized you have to get Technics, so I got the Technics, and then started DJing, and then you know, as you do, you start wanting to make your own edits. So then I think Ableton came out, you know, it was like very early Ableton, and started doing little mashups. That was the first thing. And then, you know, a few remixes, and then did some production courses and all that. And then, and then I guess like started making tunes and had some success, and then started being able to tour and, you know, do it permanently. Yeah.
What's it like being on tour? Like, how do you? This is probably. See, I hate saying cliche questions and shit, but like being on tour, like you travel a lot. Like Mickey, his last 5 days were like hectic, and like, so do you keep quite healthy on tour, or like do you kind of relax and?
I think we've become more wise as we've grown older, and so I think like yeah, if you like play a gig and then you get wasted and then you got to get on a plane in the morning and then you get to another city and then play another gig and get wasted, you can be really unhealthy because you're like no exercise, you're catching planes all day, you're eating bad food, and then you're so tired that you might drink Red Bull and and then you don't sleep well. And we definitely did that kind of touring, but now I think we are a lot smarter, yeah. So we're pretty healthy. Like we eat well, and I do heaps of yoga, so I try and fit a bit of yoga in to, like, I always travel with my yoga fats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not today actually, but yeah, when we go away, I normally, so if you do like some stretching or whatever, I think, yeah, so to answer your question, we used to be less healthy, but we definitely sometimes party. Yeah.
Any favorite yoga positions? Maybe for like the females who are watching this, maybe they're like...
I think everyone's favorite is the Shavasana, right? Sleeping at the end. Yeah.
Chilling. Yeah. Cool. All right. So what do you got going on for this year? Anything crazy? Anything you're really looking forward to?
We're going to Miami in 2 weeks for the Winter Music Conference, so that's always good. We've probably gone there like the last 7 years, I think.
Yeah.
So that's like a big week of catching up with friends that you see all the time over there, and then like some parties and some gigs and getting inspired, because we always end up, going to like the parties that we love, and you just see all your favorite DJs in one spot. So it's like pretty inspirational. So we're doing that, and then a little US tour, and then we've got a track with LO Black, sort of just about to get taken to radio and stuff like that. And then just more writing and working on music. Yeah.
Never ending.
I think like the beauty of music is you love it, but the scary thing is that there's no end to how much you can do.
Yeah, you just keep going and going and going. You can never have enough, right?
No, and you can always like listen to more tunes, make more tunes. So it's like knowing when to stop, I guess, is that.
What gets your blood flowing? Like, do you just kind of like wake up? Have you ever had a dream and you just wake up and you're like, fuck, that'd be sick for a track?
Sometimes I like meditate and I have ideas when I'm meditating, even though you're not meant to think, but thoughts come, and then you're like, wow. And then other times I get really inspired just by like looking at like my favorite DJs' Instagram stories, you know what I mean? And they're playing, like, if they post a track they're playing at a festival, and you're like, okay, I want to make a song like that,
Awesome, man. Nice. All right, well, okay, next thing and last question. I have to ask this. Do you have any cool, crazy stories that you guys would... Maybe on tour, like something crazy happened, or you saw one of your favorite DJs, or...
I'm trying to think. Well, sorry, swearing. Maybe the craziest thing. One time we were playing in this country called Moldova. I don't know if you've heard of that, but anyway.
I got a girlfriend of mine that's from there, right? It's crazy,
yeah.
Little tiny little country, right?
Yeah, they're beautiful girls. But we didn't have a visa, and our agent didn't think we needed a visa. We got to the airport, and they're like, oh, you can't get on the plane. So we called our agent, and we're like, look, you need a visa. He's like, okay, I'll call the promoter. Called the promoter, and the promoter was like, the Prime Minister of Moldova is going to call the airline, right? And we're like, what? Just thinking it was like some normal gig, but as it turned out, it was like this crazy, like, they closed down the whole city. I mean, it wasn't just us, but it was like some huge part, like it was 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And the Prime Minister called the airline and said, let them on. So then we had to go somewhere else, like Romania. We went to Romania, and there was like a diplomat waiting there, stamped our passport, like it was surreal. And then we got there and we had like because we were late, because we missed the flight, a police escort to the gig, which was pretty funny. And we were like, still didn't know what was going on, and on like where it says like how many people, because you always get like, it's a club, 500 people, whatever.
So you can sort of feel the vibe.
It said like 90,000, and I was like, that's obviously meant to be 9,000, and I showed the guy, and he was like, no, 90, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so that was pretty crazy, I guess.
So basically, you know you're getting successful when you have to get a police escort. Yeah. The Prime Minister has to call an airline, and you go and you think it's a typo.
Yeah, it was pretty bizarre, but it was funny. It was cool. That's nice. And then we went out and I taught all these Moldovans that we say cheers. When we say cheers, we say get a dog up ya. So they were like, get a dog up ya, and it was pretty funny.
Giving the culture back to the people. Nice. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, good.
It's a pleasure to actually meet you in person instead of just listening to your tracks all day, every day. I'm gonna shoot a cool film. Sort of about, again, as you sort of seen the backstage of what these guys get up to, but then also them on stage presenting themselves, doing their thing, and it's gonna be really exciting for you to see you up there. So yeah, cool. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
What is this? A center for ants. Marcosa. Must. Mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa, 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 cool, mama sa, mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa. Say what? Money. Mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa, mama cool, mama sa, mama makusa. Say what? Money.